Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 10.52, and where we left off, we just moved I think into 1940, and we are a little bit in advance of that, purely because, well, there wasn't a lot really happening. We're in that sort of phony war part of the war, and beyond more naval battles where I completely eviscerate the French fleet, there isn't really too much more for me to say. Now, we're waiting for Operation Visabung to begin, and for us to counter that invasion, and to that end, we have the Norwegian Expeditionary Force ready to go. All of the units are fully filled out, even the army group has, you know, some parts to it. But I am also getting ready some additional forces under the 15th Army, under Miles Dempsey here, to head towards France. Now, I've also noticed that I still had 2 divisions in Portugal to grab. So we're actually bringing those back towards France, because another 2 divisions will help with this line here that you saw me building. Now, I've also taken all of those like additional random brigades out of like all the army bits, apart from, oh look, there's a bit there, but the majority of them have all been taken out now. And I'm going to fill out these HQs with those that we've got left over. But as you can see, all of our HQs dotted around here have at least got some units in. That garrison one's really useful actually for holding down Metz. But we're also holding down the Maginot Line, as you can see. And we've got a little bit of reserve. It's not massive, but hey, it's something. And Richard O'Connor is leading the army in France. So, yeah, we're going to put time forward. The only other thing I wanted to mention is that we have substantially won the naval war. So, Germany has been reduced to, from what I can see, there's 4 submarines in port here, and I don't think there's any in the water. 2 convoy raiders there that look like they're both majorly damaged. 1 raider there, the Admiral Scheer, along with a coastal battleship and 3 transport ships. Several more there, and then several more ships here. But I think if that's all they've got sort of pointed squarely towards Norway, hopefully we can deal with that quite easily. But I hope we're all keeping well, and if you aren't already subscribed, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I would like to hear from you. Having a lot of comments on this series, I think people are enjoying it. Now, my attention has also turned to Africa, because Bernard Montgomery here will be leading the Western Desert Forces, and we've got a pretty sizable army. I mean, 126,000 against the Italians isn't too shabby, because we definitely out-quality them. We've also filled out our line in East Africa, and I spent a little bit of time filling out all of our remaining like Indian colonial units. Now the aim will be to send them, I think, as well over to East Africa first to tidy up this before we tidy up anything else. I think this is going to be a major opening campaign, along with a hard knockout against the Italians. Speaking of hard knockouts, we do have our Marines ready to go, and I'm getting them ready. Well, in fact, you know what, we're going to take them towards, I think, Africa as well, and then you guys are going to form a bit of a fighting reserve. We could do with, yeah, I mean, we could do some more infantry and things. I know I'm building a couple of armoured units and a couple of infantry there. So we could give them named HQs. We could give it another mountain division as well, possibly. But we're waiting for Visabung. And we're wanting Norway to sort of join our faction. The sad thing is that, you know, they are, like, literally right on it. Now, someone asked me why my, like, spies is so, like, high and things, and why, you know, I don't take a bit more off spies. And you know what? You're entirely right. I should take a little bit away from spies. I'm not very good at micromanagement. It has never been a particular skill of mine. Although, the units, like, actual unit control is something that I think I'm actually quite good at, but sometimes I just let things happen a bit too quickly. Now, we are absolutely caning them when it comes to like losses and things. They are getting absolutely bullied. God, that's loud. Right. 41 for the African Army recruitment. Some 41s there. 40. Now, I did see, yeah, this AFV support battalion. Now, what I do want is I want to be able to unlock the ability to build frigates because they have extremely good submarine attack. And we'll be in a really good position to handle that. Now, I did, yes, locate some of our air assets to defend. In fact, yeah. Don't you have range? I was about to say, surely you have range. God, you can't even cover over there. That's a joke. Oh, okay, 185. That should... Jesus. Okay. Well, fine. We'll air intercept where we can. I was expecting to have range from there to there, but guess our fighters are made out of tissue paper. Okay, supplies for money. Yep, sure. We are in a deficit of money at the moment, which isn't very good. 42 there. And yeah, we're doing a range of 1940 level techs here. Yeah, let's get the twin engine bomber layout. I don't want synthetic plant, I don't want any of those, and Norway still isn't evolved. I think April is when that war begins. Oh, I saw some submarines there, I think. No, don't want to trade any copper, please. We can't let them reinforce any beachheads if they get them. We need to secure the ports. So the game plan for Norway will be to secure Trondheim, Bergen, Stavanger, and Kristiansand and Oslo. Yes. I've actually been to Bergen and to Stavanger. And to Kristiansand, actually. I've been to all of these places. And yes, I think that will be the aim. Right, now I am putting a lot into supply at the moment just to build that back up. And, ooh, okay. Yet another combat ace. Right, armoured car designs, sure. Ah, so many heavy bombers. Yeah, speaking of which. And yeah, you're a carpet bomber, and then we can attach you to the bomber command. So you're pretty much a full group, which means, yeah, Reigate and Maidstone are the next places that we need to upgrade. And we are slowly building up our officer ratio back to 100%. It's getting there. I mean, we're not suffering any losses in some of these battles. We're getting a lot of very juicy experience, as demonstrated by Desmond Anderson's unit. We've won the Battle of Strasbourg, and hopefully it's levelling up people like O'Connor as well. It does look like it is. But doing well. Artillery brigades, 42. I don't mind if it decreases the range of strategic bombers. We want the best strategic bombers we can get. How far away is our reinforcement? Still a little way away, sadly. And if there's any uprisings around here, we can't get to any of it. But it looks like the Portuguese have somewhat recovered from our war against them, because they've actually got a couple of units dotted around, including like what looks like a very sizable amount of units over there, which isn't the worst thing. I'm glad that they're recovering somewhat. Probably zapped all of their manpower, mind you. Oh, New Zealand. They want to buy some destroyers. And this is the other reason we've comprehensively won the destroyer war against the submarines, as it stands, is we still have 64 units in an active reserve position, and they're all modern destroyers. These are all of the closest Type 7 destroyers we've got. So the best we can probably get at the moment, bar the latest tech upgrade that I'm about to do. And then we've also got, you know, a couple of Town Glass light cruisers, a couple of older light cruisers that are, you know, not very good, and a couple of heavy cruisers. So, you know, we've got pretty sizable advantage on them, and oh, 98. Very good, very good, very good. That is good, Lindemann. Very good. And mine expansion, I don't think we need to do any of that at the moment. I'd rather get money up. Okay, so we have got... Go on, catch them. Please. I'm not okay with that. I see two heavy submarines here. Hopefully one of our groups can run into them. I've got another one trying to break out. But I'm pretty sure we have dealt with it. Yes. And there's another heavy bomber. So we're going to be able to go on a strategic bombing campaign on this particular Let's Play, I think. Which is different to what we did last time. Last time I didn't really invest in Air Force correctly. Puppet fuel stockpile. Excuse me, no. Yeah, Oman. Yeah, I want that fuel. We have requisitioned it for the glory of the British Empire. Veteran Navy! There we go, that's a really good event. Love that. Now we've got 200 IC to play with here, which is not too shabby. Now we could build some more industry, which I think would be good. We did have, yes, we do have some of you guys. So I do think we want to take maybe some of the slightly smaller units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we at least want to cover over here. How long is it going to take to build a port? Well, August 1st isn't actually that long, is it? Let's get a port or two. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. Off you go. We do have a few transport planes as well, don't we, I think? Yes. I reckon, actually, positioning you over here to provide a little bit of transport plane goodness wouldn't be terrible. But yeah, Germany is suffering major casualties on the Maginot, as they normally do. And we're not far away from getting our additional units. Aha! First of our new light cruisers. Now, I don't think... Yeah, so these aren't the same class as the towns. And they're not actually as good as our town class, by the looks of it. So I think we will call these the Dido class. But we've got enough of them to fill out yet another carrier group, which would be useful. And it don't cost much for a port, so no reason not to get it. And still no German invasion. Might happen in April. But we probably should get our units together to go up there. So I think what we'll do is we'll take you four. Let's head you over to East Africa. And then then I think we'll take, yes, the 6th Fleet up towards the Nef as well. Because that should be enough to transport all of them in one go. Yep, so Norway. Some German submarines off the coast of Norway. So activity is picking up. Right, so they've got 3 submarines there. Some assault gun. Yeah. Right, infantry guns, 42. And bomb load. Probably twin engine bomb bay. 4 engine bomb bay, and then yes, drop tanks, because they increase range. We might even have range to strike at the Japanese when the time comes, which wouldn't be terrible. Now, we're building another run of destroyers. We've got 3 carriers here, a further 3 here, and then another 3 here. So we've got, currently in production, several more carrier fleets. In principle, some more light cruisers wouldn't be a bad idea. Along with some more destroyers. We don't currently, yes, we currently do have some fighters and things in production. We don't have any more strategic bombers in production, so let's get some more of them. Alright, that leaves us with 50 IC to play with. So I think some more infantry would be good. Some motorized units. So let's build up some relatively quick motorized. It's not particularly quick, is it, with the speed limiting aspect there. A light armor battalion as well. That's relatively good. Let's get a couple. I mean, we don't need division headquarters, do I? If I build like 3 of them, a couple of parallel runs, that'll do 6 HQs, won't it? Out of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get one more. 7. And then we could get ourselves a mountain unit as well. With some pack artillery. And we get the British support vehicle because it like does some good stuff. And maybe a mixed support for something a bit different. And then an engineer. Won't be a particularly great unit, but in the right terrain it'll do well. We don't need the division HQ. Okay, so now we've got a full production queue again. And then I think we'll always want to keep 9 carriers in production. We're going to build a, frankly, ridiculous carrier fleet and take the fight to Japan. Alright, South Africa wants some Spitfires. Who can blame them? And then our Air Force. Oh, some more light bombers. Now, the light bombers, I actually really like these guys in Africa because a bit of air power over here will make all of the bloody difference. Right, yeah, more light cruisers. 69. Giggity. Not bad. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Or Molehouse. Oh, terrible. Terrible jokes for a terrible person. Oh, you motherfucker. Right, Sirius Black. And let's give you a leader. Got a command. Let's get you guys together. So we've got the light cruiser screens for our next few fleets ready to rock and roll. Money for metal, because we are running a deficit of metal, would be nice, thank you. Thank you very much, game. Right, our piercing capped ammunition, 41. Engine army recruitment, that's fine, we'll let that go. Twin engine armament, no, we don't care about. The bomb bay, yeah, we just finished that. So, yeah, drop tanks. Gyrosite, small air search radar, let's get that going. And the first of our new colonial garrison units that I am going to send to the West Indies when the time comes. We'll give them old guard commanders, and yes, yes, caught those motherfuckers. Those two large submarines that were in the middle of our shipping lanes, they just got fucked. Right, so I've spotted another submarine there that looks like it actually managed to make it back. But it took massive damage. Looks like they're going for a general offensive at the moment. Struggling though with it. Alright, short barrel, yes, infantry anti-tank, which means we can get couple of infantry brigade-y type upgrade things, and just waiting for amphibious invasion focus. And aha, another couple of infantry. So you fine gentlemen are going to head over to the 10th Corps, and then what we will do is, because the aim of the 10th Corps is going to be to sort of take the Liège area. Now, I might try and save the Dutch if I can, but it's very difficult to hold an effective defensive line, because generally the Germans push over at Venlo and Roermond before you can get there, because their units are lightning quick. Right, any other stupid old guard commanders anywhere? Yeah, we've got a couple. Not many left, though. And there's a naval combat going on over here. Let's hit save, because I can see that we are going down a little bit. And I don't want to crash because of a naval battle. Okay, so they won't live that. That's furious. And Imperial. In fact, yes. Very much doubt they'll survive that. Come on. Go get them. And yeah, money for rares will do, but everything else, no thank you. Right. I don't see a declaration of war by Germany yet. And I imagine it will be happening any day now. Now, we do have a few ships sort of in waiting, as you can see. You know, we've got a lot of assets that we can spring in this direction, including our carrier groups. Capital ships development. We'll appease them, and ooh, can't remember which airbase we did up last time. Let's designate an airbase. Trying to think of where we've got a decent airbase. Sheffield's a major airbase, isn't it? Yes. Let's designate airbase and then say we need this. Right, so strat bombers. Colonial garrisons. Hey, there we go. Lionel Bond. What a good name. Charles Deeds, and yes, Walter Braithwaite. Not the footballer, Martin Braithwaite. Okay. 42. And yeah, looking good. Now, officer ratio's actually gone down a little bit, which isn't as good. I'm a bit annoyed at that. But I imagine that's because we've put out more units. And come on, Germany. Drop your first solid load of fucking bad decision making. Go on, do it. You know you want to. Alright, let's load them up. Let's get them ready. So, God, can't even load them all up in one go. And then whatever space we got left. Ah, we can't even get them all in. Ah well, that'll do. So we'll take one corps, I think, with mountain units. Yeah, so we'll take you guys up to Narvik, and then everyone else will head towards the southern ports, I think. Come on, Norway. Be a little bitch. Right, take an infantry brigade. Yes, assault guns. Yes, please. Right, mercenary infantry. And yeah, we want to build up this bit of the army yet. So there's a fair amount of divisions here, or, you know, we're just going to make some random junk out of all this. So, yes. So I think, who's got brigades already? So Dempsey, you've got some stuff. Harold Pyman's got a little bit of stuff, but you don't. So let's give you all of this, because, I mean, I might as well. This is like a motorized infantry type thing, so it doesn't really go. Let's get the heavy armor over there, along with an anti-air. And then what else have you got like in here that, you know, could be, yeah, so something like that maybe. Now the light armor brigade, let's chuck you into like someone. That's a good idea, and now that we've done that, let's put you in the 3rd Corps. That's a decent looking little unit. Chuck in an anti-air as well, and then, hey, there we go, happy days. Right, infantry tank. Something like that. Light armor. Heavy artillery, yes please. So that's you filled out. Yes, light vehicle transport. Nothing else really screams out, shut me in here. We're in that one for that matter. you've got space for like an infantry tank. I don't want the light armoured one to be slowed down. Maybe if we gave you a HQ instead, like a garrison unit, yeah. Alright, so just a whole bunch of like artillery and junk left over. Chuck an engineer in. And fuck it, we'll just put a heavy artillery in. And then I'll just delete this. Right, so we've got a fairly little decent army level like setup over here. You can go over here to help form part of like a fortress busting type job. And come on, Visabung. Right. Oh, and a light aircraft carrier or light aircraft factory. Thank you very much. Yes, mercenaries. Well, we can make a division out of them. Right, so now that you guys are ready to be fed in, that takes us up to how many units? 240. Sorry, just replying to a mate. Right, okay. Relatively happy with that. I mean, I think we've got everything sort of moderately together. Still no... Still, weirdly, a lack of, like, support request. Oh well. Oh, and another Indian division. Well, we can take them on garrison duty, because that's where the rest of them are all going, all these cav units. Give him a crappy HQ commander. Okay, so you can go there, you can go there, you can go there. And then we'll take another 4 divisions. Again, the smaller ones. Right. I mean, 1 British soldier for over 500 Germans seems like a, you know, a good trade. I'm waiting. Come on, Germany. Make the move. Alright. Medium air search radar, and then yeah, we've got a little bit less leadership than I'd like. I mean, I'd like that to not tick down, please. The Germans are just fucked. From a standpoint of having any sort of ability to hit us, they are a little bit fucked. So, the plan will be to move... I think we'll take you because you're slower there. We'll take you to there. You can go there. You can head to Liège. We'll take the 3rd Division up to Hasselhelt, or whatever it's called. Leven will take an armoured division. HQ can head to Antwerp. Along with, yeah, that light infantry unit can head up to Ghent. And then the 1st Armoured can move up to Bruges. I think that strikes me as being a relatively good idea. Lots of rivers and things to defend. We can keep at least Belgium safe. Right, assault weapons. Let's get special forces upgrade. Ah, this is all coming along rather nicely. Looks like we've managed to catch ourselves some German air power. Oh, I don't want to export any rubber, please. Still not at war. This is when it happens in like May and my history brain's just gone absolutely stupid on me. Submarine techs I'm not bothered about. There we go, frigates. So, how long are you going to take? June 11th, so not long. And we're keeping an eye on this on purpose because we just want it to hurry the fuck up. There we go. Visa bon. Okay, so I think we're in a good position to counter this. I think what we do is we lead with the home fleet. So we take Nelson on a patrol mission, along with this carrier screening force and the Hood. We redeploy our carriers to provide close support. As well. And we try to go for a KO on them. Go aggressive. Now, we take our landing assets. Right, so they're in the Allies. So, that should in principle mean that we can send our forces straight away. So, mountains, lots of mountain units over here. Yeah, so, what have we got available? Who's the quickest? So you're 18, you're 17, and you're 17. Now, you guys, I think we want to send you up towards Narvik. It is imperative that we do this correctly. So, you're going to go to Narvik. You're going to go to Bergen. And then, oh, you're going to Narvik already. Who's the last group? The Ramilli's group, yes. And you're going to go to Oslo. And everyone's going to rock and roll. We've got maybe a day to get there. So armor plate thickness 42. Let's get our units in situ. And we want to catch as many of their units as we can. Now, God, the Danes have got a solid navy. Look at this. 6 units, plus an additional 22 in reserve. What about you, Norway? What are you packing? 4. So 7 torpedo boats there. Several more ships there. So that's 11. So 8. 15 that was. 25. 30, 35 units, very nice. Right, now we do have some air power as well to dedicate to you, so 4, where are all of our air bases? 8, there we go. So let's take you fine gentlemen and get you in place. And in Trondheim we've got a little bit of space as well. Right, so we've got a little bit of air power. Right, I see it. Right, they're in place. But our fleet's caught them. That's not a very powerful unit over there, that's for sure. I think Ramsey has caught his first major battle of the day. Right, yeah, they've lost a few of their transport craft. Now they could... We can't let Oslo fall. It is important that we don't let Oslo fall, and the Altmark incident... Wasn't that meant to be earlier? That event, I'm sure, was meant to happen a little bit earlier. Okay. Come here. Right, I'm pretty sure that we just took out a landing group. Right, we just want a battle here. To which I say, we don't need 2 divisions over here. Let's go support Stavanger. Right. Oh. There's some AV units here. What have we got? It's nothing but landing forces. No German capital ships whatsoever. Easy peasy. Now they are delaying us somewhat, which I don't like. They're not even moving in on Denmark properly. There we go, getting our units into place. And I think we want to take our landing craft back. Just try and get another division in. Let's try and keep the escape routes open and counterattack that division. Now we do have, yeah, a little bit of air support, so let's use it. It's not full foul of the same mistakes as real life. Von Falkenhorst is taking absolute hammering. The Neath is now in place, which means we can take our infantry forwards. And we've made it into Narvik. In fact, looks like we've caught... There we go. Some more of their landing forces, so we might have killed them at source without even needing to fire a single shot. Although that might not also be true, because it does look like they're going to take Kristiansand. In which case we probably need to disconnect over to here. And apply a little bit of pressure straight away. Let's try and go for a little bit of a surround. I see a couple of divisions that have been trapped, but we can get to them. Right, what we are going to do now is to stop them reinforcing this. We are going to camp Nelson and the rest of our fleet next to Kristiansand, and we are going to bomb any ship that attempts to make its way through. And then we are going to take, yes, our depleted units back around. And then I think we are going to return home for this infantry division and head it towards Oslo. And we are not going to let our Norwegian allies perish. Take them out, please. So, I think we've secured Narvik. This has been probably the Germans' worst case scenario. The German Navy honestly thought that it would be fucked in a confrontation with the Allied Navy. And it definitely looks like the damage has been done. There we go, so we've managed to surround this random SS division. Let's try to hit it over there. You guys can return back. Your job is done. And I think, to be honest with you, your job is done. So the Nef has successfully landed. The only area of concern is Kristiansand, but we are rapidly moving to sort that out. I can see that we have indeed surrounded a single infantry unit. And we do have, I think, yes, one more group of fighter bombers that we can rebase in Oslo. And then I think we can start bombing the hell out of them. If you would be so kind. There we go. So that without air support, taking it like good little boys. There we go. Deal with it. Right, let's there we go. I like that. This is what we like, everyone. Let's get the ground attack crew going. I don't want to give money for fuel, I didn't mean to say yes to that. And, oh, a load of our techs. So, railroad. Thank you. Twin engine, or 4-engine transport plane. Thank you. Infantry radio communications, very good. Cast armor construction, very good. Advanced armor design is even better. Radar techs, thank you. AA computers, things like that. Anything sciencey and technical we love. Right, and we're coming to the end of an episode, I think, here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we can almost twin prong this because we're in a pretty good state. Come on, finish the job. There we go. There, we can move up that infantry division to there then, and then let our Norwegian brothers in arms finish tidying it up. So von Kluge W is taking a bit of a fight up here, but Franklin Harold is more than a match for him. Final Ismay is getting into position, and I think to turn the screw. Panzerabteilung is absolutely fucked. With an 11% combat effectiveness. They'll shatter, surely. I'm gonna stay in the fight. I mean, good on them if they do, but Jesus, that's not happening, is it? There we go. Right. Right, so we can hold you back. You can chill out there. Our fleet is well and truly locking this down. Do you think... Where do you think you're going, though? Would be my only thing I would say. Yeah, no way. No way. No way. No way are we letting this happen. Blow them the fuck to shit. If you would be so kind. In fact, don't let them get back. Take them out. Right, let's drop a save here. Yeah, I want as many as possible of these units to die because they're carrying what looks like an absolute fuck ton of German troops. Come on. Smash him. Oh! Right, it could go north or they could go south. We will assume that they are going towards Ostend. Oh. There we go. Right, we are right in the middle of their sort of like... Oh, they got 18 units in Rostock. Ah, 13 units over here. Okay, so this is where all their fucking naval assets are. Right. Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, just quickly, that was what was happening. Their reinforcements were going to make their way over. Well, we fucked that, didn't we? Let's try to take this one. Right. Okay, our British ships. Let's get everyone the hell out of here. Because the last thing we want to do is lose, you know, get these ships locked in somewhere. We're trying to break out towards some of our divisions elsewhere, but aha, there we go, victory in Narvik area. Okay, very good. And victory in Docker, which means we can relocate this infantry division this way, and then probably take this army HQ over here. Start to close the ring. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, just took by Gland. And that was quite some move, Germany, to send your units unescorted out against our navy. Well done. Gold star. I'm just waiting for that infantry unit to move up now. Now, this is only a recon cav unit, which means it should be a relatively pushover of a fight. Yeah, it's literally just a recon cav. Can't see that that's a particularly impressive enemy. Looks like we're being counterattacked by that motorized unit now. And, okay, there's Case Yellow, so time to instigate our plan, but to be honest with you, I think we will do that at the start of the next episode. So, I feel like we've successfully defended Norway there. You know, we've pushed them out and pretty much arranged ourselves in a pretty tight-knit defensive formation. We're now closing the noose around them down here. And there aren't exactly many units left. Looks like they did manage to get a single auxiliary ship in there, which is a bit of a pain. But, yeah, the majority of their naval assets are looking a little bit... there's a transport fleet over here. So, I feel like we should... we've got some covering forces, though, on purpose. But I think we'll leave that for next episode. But between the losses that they've suffered in Norway and what looks like a pretty major naval victory for us, at least in tonnage sunk as well as units sunk, yeah, they're going to struggle, I think, to mount something like that again. But they've still got 22 transport ships, which shows the amount that they threw at it. So it'll be interesting to see how many of them sort of survived the endeavour to head north. But thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of the Germany campaign. Thanks again. Bye bye. Or the UK campaign even. Thanks again. Bye bye.